Cloud, boom. We got everything going on. Okay, everybody. This is the online open mic from Mid City Community Music. And we are here with Jeffrey and Brian, and me, I'm George. And we're gonna do some music for you, it looks like. Oh, and Kara's here. I'm so glad I didn't lock the meeting yet because Kara is a songwriting machine. This is very cool. Okay. So coming up, we got some music, and let's start with saying hi, everybody. Hi, Kara.
Hi.
Are these new tunes?
Yes. Well, one of them is. One of them is old.
You are amazing. That's the song I wrote today. Is Kara is a songwriting machine. It doesn't really have a tune. I don't want to compete. I will open up. I've got three and they're short and they're just recordings. So I will open up, if you guys don't mind, with an old thing that I recorded in the Snake Pit when I was a young bachelor just out of college. And I had my 4-track machine, and it was one of the first things that I recorded in my little underground bachelor pad. And I was going to USC film school for about a semester, and I was doing one of the guys asked me to do a science fiction-y tune for him. In fact, now that I think of it, I think it was Greg Beeman who went on to direct a couple of movies. Anyway, this is what I did with my brother on drums and me on my little surf guitars, and it's called Brain Race to Terror. And I've used this in so many projects since then. This mix is from a cassette from 1980 nothing. Here we go. Brain Race to Terror.
That was great.
Thanks,
Like
man.
a surf movie kind of.
That was the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's me. That's what I got. And who wants to go next?
Well, maybe I'll go next. There's some benefits of doing that. You don't have to be after Kara. That's good. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
Jeffrey, where are you?
I'm in Maui right now. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to do, first of all, going to do Zombie by the Cranberries. Or try to, you know. Anyway, we'll see. With the banjolele. Another head lies lowly, child is slowly taken, and the kindness caused such silence, we are mistaken. But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head they are trying. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Another mother's breaking heart is taking over, and the violence causes violence, we must be mistaken. Is the same old theme since 1916. In your head they are fighting with their tanks and their guns and their bombs and their guns. In your head they are dying. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. See. Head in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I've got a echo. You really worked out the funk on it.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yes, step through that.
Like that.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's
driving me crazy to comment.
I'm gonna have to
I'm
put
gonna have to put my fingers in my ears so I don't go crazy from the echo. Are you guys hearing the echo too?
No. No.
Okay,
Okay.
not sure what to do.
Not sure what to do.
Echo.
Uh,
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll mute myself and that'll fix it.
yeah, totally fixed it. All right. So I'll just be muted when you're doing the thing, or you can unmute yourself when you want to talk. All right, great. That was beautiful. Who wants to go next? Oh, and my daughter is watching in Texas. And she says that the chat isn't enabled, but I couldn't figure out how to enable the chat. Oh, well. All right.
I'll go next.
Thank you. Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna spotlight you for everybody.
Um, so this is a brand new song. Just finished it. And some of my songs are humorous, have humor in them. This one, not as much. I work in my day job. I work in the legal system, and I often use music as a way to not think about my work because it can be kind of depressing. But I was listening to a podcast and I heard this story about a man in Georgia who was basically arrested for loitering. And they took him in and put him in jail, and then they forgot about him. Everyone just forgot he was there. And it was really awful story. And so I decided to write a song about it. And it's called Samuel Moore. That was the name of the man. So, is my original sound for musicians on? Does that sound okay?
You can tell by looking in the upper left corner, and it'll say original sound for musicians.
Yeah, it says it's on.
Okay, perfect.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Samuel Moore was standing in a doorway looking wrong. An officer came over, said to move along. But Samuel Moore was pretty sure that standing ain't a sin. The officer said, "Sorry, Sam, I gotta take you in." Samuel Moore was hoping for a fine that he could pay. He figured that they'd ticket him, send him on his way. They took him to a cell with a bed and concrete floor. The officer said, "Sorry, Sam, close the metal door." Did he wonder what was happening? Did the anger fill his eyes? Or after all these years, did it come as no surprise? Just waiting on his day in court or chance to pay a bail. But everyone assumed that Samuel belonged in jail. Samuel Moore was waiting for a lawyer to come by. But no one ever came and no one ever told him why. Samuel Moore was poor and couldn't find his next of kin. Weeks turned into months and Christmas came, then came again. Did he wonder what was happening? Did the anger fill his eyes? Or after all these years, did it come as no surprise? Just waiting on his day in court or chance to pay a bail. But everyone assumed that Samuel belonged in jail. One day a guard came by and told him, "Sam, you're free to go. The state dismissed the charges against you 4 months ago." No one said they're sorry. No one made it right. No one ever gave him back that lost year of his life. Did he wonder how this happened? Did the rage kill him inside? Or after all these years, did it come as no surprise? Just waiting on some justice from a world that always failed. 'Cause everyone assumed that Samuel belonged in jail. Yeah, everyone assumed that Samuel just belonged in jail.
Yeah, I love that. Great story. bad story.
Thank you, Kara. Wow. That's powerful stuff.
Makes sense. My first performance of it. It's have a very well.
Wow. Woo! Okay, just letting the goosebumps come and go. Well, Jeff, tough luck. You got to follow that.
No, I can't follow that.
Okay, we'll just have Kara go again, and then when she's off, we'll just all quit.
Please, we need something to cheer us up. You're very good at that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, he was gonna do a bummer one though, right?
You know, I'm not sure. I could do a variety of things. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could do something.
Hey, you know what? We're kind of playing it up like it's got to be pressure on you. It's good to have you here, Jeff, and we enjoy listening to you always. So whatever you do is beautiful for me. I can't speak for everybody, but
Okay.
do that,
Jeff.
Sorry, I just heard one. I'm getting echo.
Okay, I'm gonna mute Jeff. There you go.
Okay, yeah. All right. I'll sing a song. Okay, this is a song. It's by one of my favorite songwriters named Lily Hyatt. It's called Ray. It's just a little song I like. It's pretty. Is this okay for me to do? I know there's no stopping you. We both went to hell and back. It about near gave me a heart attack. Years and years to win that trust. Pain was in the heart of us. But there was a time I arched my bow, shot up straight and let me go. And sometimes I pretend this isn't who I am. I throw caution to the wind and don't give a damn, but I can't get away. You make me laugh so hard I cry. Tennis shoes and a London sky. You move on while I stand still. Need you and I always will. And sometimes I pretend this isn't who I am. I throw caution to the wind and don't give a damn, but I can't get away. I know you've been there, my sweet Ray. Nobody gets me like you do. Nobody gets me like you do. I put so much on you, Ray, 'cause nobody gets me like you do. I know I had a grip on ya. Remember Santa Monica? You had those boys right in your arms, mirrored eyes, and I was calm and saw your wild spirit soar. Remembered where we've been before. Sometimes I'm so unprepared. In Venice I was light as air, and sometimes I pretend this isn't who I am. I throw caution to the wind and don't give a damn, I can't get away. I know you've been there, my sweet Ray.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. That's great.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
Love the
Lily Hyatt?
guitar on that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting echo.
That's my echo. I'll get rid of it.
That's a great song. And do you spell Hyatt like Hiatt?
Yeah, Hiatt. Yeah. Oh yeah, one of my favorite writers, and it's really cool chord progression and pretty song, and it has California references. And it's about like her sister, I think, hanging out with her sister. So it reminds me of my brother, so I relate to some of it, Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a newer song, like 2020.
Cool. Very good. Wow. We're not supposed to say very good though. Did I tell you guys this? My grandchildren are being raised without any you don't say, hey, you did a good job or anything like that. You say, hey, I noticed that you fell down. I noticed that you got that apple. How did that make you feel? So I noticed that you sang that song, Jeff. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel very good.
Oh, good. Because we want that to be the motivation for you, not just pleasing me.
One of my friends who's a parent is kind of dealing with the same thing. And she said that she was instructed she's supposed to tell her children, like, not good job, but you're doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it.
We're doing
Around
it.
here, man. He was visiting today. It's like, you fell down, buddy. How was that? It's really interesting. So I've been applying it to jams and not very well. It is pretty hilarious. So if I ever say that to you, what it means is great job. Okay, I'm gonna do another one of mine. This is I like this game, and I was this tune. I was kind of looking for I was looking through tunes that I'd written to figure out what to sing for you or play for you, and I went through my scrap of originals that I could play for you, and I thought, yeah, I've done most of these recently. There's a few gems in there still, but I want to do recordings, and I stumbled on something that I haven't heard for a long time. It's the in-game music to a game called Funhouse. Now the trick on these games like this, it's written for Nintendo, and it's oh, here, let me spotlight myself here. I guess that's probably fair. It's for Nintendo, and so I get 3 voices at a time, 2 boops, a beep, and I get a noise as well. So I get 3 musical voices and a noise, and so I try to make it musical using that. And this was in the early days of video games, so it's kind of a challenge to make it musical. But I always thought, well, if those good composers could write string quartets, this is kind of, if I use their techniques, what if they got that I haven't got? So this is the in-game music to Funhouse on Nintendo. and then it repeats. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. So, George, I don't even need to ask you how that made you feel. It was very.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I think maybe you could
That
tell.
was
Maybe you
funky.
could tell me in my head.
Definitely funky. Funky music.
Yeah, I figured. You know, I don't have to be as good a composer as Mozart or Beethoven or any of those guys. But I because I've got things that they don't have, I can do really high notes. I can do intensely fast notes, and I can change one instrument into another really quickly. So when two instruments are doing the harmony, I can drop one of them out. It can be doing a melody, and then there's one thing. I can have a melody, and then there's an answering vocal, but the melody can stop for a second and be harmony for the answering vocal. So it sounds like it's more beeps and more boops. So that's my history. And it's very gratifying that people seem to actually still like that stuff. And they every once in a while someone will surface and say, "Oh, you wrote the music for Funhouse?" And that's I liked that. You wrote the music for Funhouse. How did that make you feel? They're always saying that. All right, let's see who's next. I guess that would be Jeff, huh? Jeff, you want to do Eve of Destruction? Oh yeah, look at that.
I'm going to attempt
do
it.
it myself.
The Eastern world is exploding, and bullets loading. You're old enough to tilt, but not for voting. Don't believe in war, but what's that gun you're toting? Over the Jordan River they have bodies floating. Now you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, oh, you don't believe you're on the eve of destruction. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Can't you feel the fear that I'm feeling today? The button is pushed, there's no running away. There's no one to save with the world in a grave. To look around you, boy, it's bound to scare you, boy. But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, but oh, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Blood's so mad I feel like coagulating, sitting here just contemplating. Can't twist the truth, it knows no regulation. Handful of senators don't pass legislation. Marches can't bring integration when human respect is disintegrated. The whole crazy world's just too frustrating. Well, tell me over and over and over again, my friend, well, you don't believe you're on the eve of destruction. Don't you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, well, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Think of all the things isn't rich China, then take a look around at Selma, Alabama. You may leave it here for 4 days. It may leave here for 4 days in space, but when you return, it's the same old place. Pound pounding drums, the pride and disgrace. You can bury your dead, but don't live a trace. Yep. Hate your next door neighbor, don't forget to say grace. But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, how you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Well, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction.
Yeah. Man, that takes me back. I could viscerally feel I could remember sitting in my room as a kid with the radio that I built and listening to that song and just getting carried away. You know, just so emotional and so cool. That's great, man.
The thing I like about it is everything that happened back then is happening again. You know, bodies in the Jordan River, obviously, the Israeli war. You know, they're talking about nukes. You know, we're having nuclear proliferation again. Yeah, it's just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and of course, the senators not doing legislation, certainly.
No.
Okay.
Woof. And here we are. Let's see. How can we deal like that, Kara? How can we deal with that?
I got nothing. My husband just came out and mixed a drink, if that,
Yeah,
yes.
that might work.
So as George knows, I just released my first album.
Yes.
I'm so excited about. And if you are looking for it, it's on Spotify and Apple Music and all the streaming places. And it's called Kansas Stories. It's under my music name of Kara Cormier, Kara with the C. So go listen to it, check it out. And this is the first song off of it. I am sort of trying to work on the guitar part for it and improve it. It still needs some work, but I thought I would give myself some practice tonight. So the idea behind this song is that basically I grew up on a farm in Kansas, and this was in the 70s and the 80s, and farming was really tough to do, just both physically and financially and all of it. And so then I went to college and I hung out with a lot of hippies, and they were all like, I just want to buy some land and, just live off the land and, have a sustainable farm. And I was just like, you have no clue how hard this is to do. So I wrote this song kind of inspired by that. It's called Miss It Like Hell and I'm Never Going Back. Let me make sure my original sound's still on. Yes. Okay. Over Chardonnay and Brie, my Chicago friends tell me they wanna buy some land and get away from city strife. Start a little farm and rediscover Mother Nature. Find a slower pace and lead a simpler life. I was raised in the fields 5 hours south of here on a dirt road of dreams with the farmer's almanac. Wheat, corn, cattle, hands with feet, bucket calluses. Miss it like hell and I'm never going back. Knocking down the gravel road but hedge and horizon. Gas gauge never gets above a quarter tank. Sunsets that make you wanna cry for forgiveness. 87 Dodge going back to the bank. Wheat fields shimmer like an ocean full of burnt gold, stacking hay bales 5 high on the rack. Hailstorm flattens every acre that you planted. Miss it like hell, and I'm never going back. Lightning kills a dozen cattle neath the cottonwood. Mama's in the tractor seat, crying in the shed. Overdraft fees would have bought a month of groceries. Sunflowers bowing like my daddy's heavy head. Well, to them a farm's just a pleasant dream to escape from their fancy careers. But to me it's a bittersweet memory of a weathered and shaken from thee. Over Chardonnay and Brie, my Chicago friends tell me they want to buy some land and find the peace that they lack. I smile and I say, what a wonderful idea. Miss it like hell, and I'm never going back.
You sang that song. How did it make you feel?
It makes me feel very good.
Yeah.
How'd you like that little lick you did at the end?
Oh, I like that. I like that a
You
lot.
did that
I
lick.
hit the notes just right. I was very happy with that.
Maybe there's something to this
Yeah.
way of communicating.
What's the album called, Kara?
It's called Kansas Stories.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. If I want to, if I want to list it in the YouTube comments, they look for Kansas Stories.
You can just do any kind of search on any of the platforms for Kansas Stories.
Okay.
And is Cremier with a K or a C?
With this, both Kara and Cormier are with a C.
Okay.
Kara.
Oh, Cormier. Okay.
Cormier. C-O-R-M-I-E.
Cormie.
I thought you said Crumier, which would be crummier, in French.
No,
But it's not. It's Cormier.
exactly.
I'm glad.
Okay, I'm not getting it. I want it one more time without. Okay, just you. CORM.
C-O-R-M-I-E-R.
Got it.
Is it coming up?
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. Awesome.
My husband's last name is Cormier, and I kept my own name when I got married. But I always thought that Kara Cormier was a cool name. So I was like, I'll just use that for my music name. So
That it's a good music name. I mean, you have that music name. How does it make you feel? Someone just told me, my old friend Floyd Domino, who of course changed his name to be in Western swing music, told me that he was talking to Lucky Oceans, who changed his name to be in Western swing music. When up comes the great pedal steel player, Cindy Cash Dollar, and she says, "Hey guys, I'm thinking about getting a stage name." And she was serious. And I also heard that I guess that there was some agent who was always trying to convince Harrison Ford that he needed a stage name, something that people could remember. And I'm thinking he has a name that sounds like a drum fill. I mean, that's a perfect state. Boom. I'm going to play you another song that I've completely forgotten about, and I don't remember what game it was for, and I don't think it made it into the game. I remember that the idea was it was space battles. I think that this was probably about 2000 to 2010, somewhere in there. And at the beginning, you hear sort of voices going, which is it's naming the names of the fighter teams, but it's like it's space battle, spaceships that are fighting each other, but it's cowboy themed. And one of their slogans that I got from the creative draft of the game was "Stardate now." So I'm listing up. So when you hear whoop, there it's like a vocoder voice that's listing off the names of the different, I think 3 or 4 different fighter airplane, fighter spaceship things. And let's see. Here it is. It's called, I called it Wing 'em High. And I will play it for you now when I remember how to share the screen. There it is, sharing the screen. And here's Wing 'em High. There, that's that. That didn't hurt a bit, did it?
That had so many cool effects.
What was that?
That had so many cool effects and like different types of sounds coming in.
Yeah, I don't know what got me to do that. I don't usually do like that, but there it is, and I'd forgotten completely about it. So it was fun to hear it again, just like a couple hours ago, and go, "Ooh, I'm gonna share this with my friends." So I guess I'm done. Does anybody else have something that they want to bring us out with, or do we want to just wind it up there?
I can go. I go again. I didn't get to go twice.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff! Oh my goodness!
Maybe it's because I've adopted a stage name since we last spoke.
Yeah. Who are you now? Oh, Jeffrey Paycheck. Oh hell yeah!
Kind of already been taken, but there's a whole Paycheck family in music now.
Oh, now there is. Starting today.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll do another song. Just one that came to mind. So this song's called The Wyoming Wind, and it's by a writer named Mark Arelli, and it's just cool. And we've been having some wind in California, though it's not this kind, but. Oh, the Laramie, light, sparkle like time. Sorry, I'm not. For some reason, I'm just not in the right spot. So, give me a second. Laramie light, sparkle like diamonds, like stars falling down from the sky. They just keep shining. Oh, there's a runaway train on the high desert plain, untamed, it won't be fenced in. It's known by the name of the Wyoming wind. It'll rip through a man like a bullet, but faster. From Cody on down to Cheyenne, clear through to Nebraska. It howls and it haunts and it goes where it wants. It'll cut you and get under your skin. No, there ain't no shelter from the Wyoming wind. And the tears you did weep wash the blood from your cheek. Stars faded into the blue. When you heard the wind blowing, did you feel more alone? Or did it sound like God whispering to you? Wide open spaces, nothing but time to forget. Anger flares up, then fades like a cowboy cigarette. Reservation ghosts, old split rail fence posts. Only echoes here were made by sin. And they whine, whine, whine on the Wyoming wind. Yes, they whine, 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 whine on the Wyoming wind.
Those are some lyrics. Man, those lyrics are great.
No kidding. That
Yeah,
was-
I really love this one. It's taken me like 3 years to figure it out, but
Were you thinking what I was thinking, Kara? Like if I could write just a simple lyric like that, it was the internal rhyme. It was a da 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 da. That little spot there.
That was-
it's a really catchy song. Yeah, I love this song. And if anyone likes there's this TV show called Longmire. And this song wasn't on it, but it would be perfect for that show because it's about a sheriff in Wyoming, and it kind of reminds me of that show. It's my favorite show. So
Who wrote that song?
it's by Mark Arelli. He's a sort of singer-songwriter extraordinaire. I can make sure it's in the sheet with the right spelling.
Oh, okay.
You can find it
It's
on.
called Wyoming Wind.
This
right?
is called Wyoming Wind. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, guys, we made it. We got 50 minutes of great vibes in there, didn't we? We fixed the internet. We put our pain out there, and we put our joy out there, and we put our stupid space operas out there, and and Brian brought the power of listening and beautiful presence, and we thank you for that, Brian.
Well, it's good to be here. Thank you.
Well, guys,
Good.
it always ends with the mid-city high five. It's like a regular high five, but you miss and you make a sound effect. Is everybody mentally prepared for such a thing? Okay, but just kind of get, just hands to heart center. Just kind of bring it. Okay, here it is, the energy. All right, here you go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, start date now. See you guys at the next one. Thanks so much.
Bye, everyone.
George, thanks everyone.